Give us an early look at things and how you feel about the men and the women.
Yeah, so we moved in about a week ago now, and just started to kind of get down to consistent practice and just trying to get the team acclimated to being back on campus. So it's an exciting time. You know, we got a good group, both of returners and first-year students. I'm really excited about the season and really looking forward to our alumni event on Saturday. That's going to be kind of a benchmark of how our summers went, and so just coaching staff's just excited to see where we're at.
You've got a lot of numbers women. The men are pretty good numbers. When you see your returners, who are going to be some of your leaders on the men's and women's side?
We have great senior leadership on both teams. We have 3 senior women's captains in Mariah Jordan, Tiffany Harbor, and Sarah Arney. And 3 senior men's captains as well, and Thomas Dean, Alex Goodman, and Blake Harris. Right now, we're just really excited about the way that those 6 individuals are stepping up and teaching the first-year students how to be accountable to their teammates, and what that looks like here at Manchester. So, as far as leadership, we have great senior captains, and we're looking forward to how that progresses throughout the season.
Thoughts on the season? I'm excited for everybody that's coming back. We lost one starter. We have 6 starters back, and experience is there. Juniors and seniors. It's an experienced team, and balanced schedule. And we're just it's a good group of girls. They get along great. They push each other. They work hard together. They work out on their own together without me even asking them to do that. They go out and hit a lot. Erin, our number 1 girl, has taken a lot of the lower ranking girls on our team and worked hard with them, and I've seen that improvement with those other girls moving up the ladder just based on that. So I'm looking hopefully for a top 4 finish. I'm thinking maybe 3rd is possible. 1st or 2nd, it's going to be tough, but again, we've had players that have beaten the number 1 team's doubles team and the number 1 team's singles player. So a few bounces here and there, and we got it. As far as able to do that. So.
Get the season started. So far I've seen nothing but hard work from our players, and they've really kind of bought into the system that I presented for them. We're very strong in the back. Our midfield is solid, and our attackers are just phenomenal to watch.
Big. Go ahead.
Are you putting me on the hot seat? Just talking a little bit about the individuals that are going to be returning for you. Scoring is going to be something that we'll be looking at early on, and I know that we have some strong sophomores and juniors that are going to be up front, including Miranda Birmingham, Isabel Zook, some of those individuals. Can you talk a little bit about the offense and maybe some of the different strategies you're going to employ this year, and maybe some different combinations or things that you're hoping to look forward to in the few weeks starting up to?
So we have a delayed kind of start. We have a later first home match on September 3rd, so we moved in on the 21st, first training on the 22nd. Weather's been kind of hectic, but we have 48 guys still with us. 48 is a big number for a soccer team. We usually carry around 30 to 35 in the past couple years. We now have enough to field a full reserve team and a first team, so training's looking good. We're still trying to distinguish maybe the 15 through 35 slots. But as far as what we're doing, everyone's buying in, they're working hard, and they're recovering, so it's good.
Has there been a lot of difference in techniques set up between your style and Dave's style? You're doing things differently going into this year?
It is a little bit different in some aspects. I think Coach Beal and I are spending a lot more time preparing as what we want to do. We're finding that if we have our minutes set up to a T, that there's very little room for us to waste any time. Not saying that happened in the past, but we just want to be on that disciplined structure from here on out. In addition, I've set the tempo very high for these guys. It's an intense training session. We're asking a lot, and if they're not able to do it, whether they don't want to do it or whether they don't understand, that's 2 different things, but we're willing to make sure that they can get to that level. So definitely in terms of our structure and the intensity, it's well beyond what I think it was.
Every team's different for us. I mean, we could return the exact same starting lineup, and I guarantee we'd look different. We're always trying to mix some stuff up, try some new things. Players growing. I mean, in the spring, we added a bunch of new wrinkles as far as things we didn't even know some of those players could do. Hey, let's try this out, and they're really good at them. And we should see those in the spring. I'm not going to give too much of it away, but
Yeah.
yeah, it should be pretty exciting. If you've ever watched us play, you know we're just going to go for it and see where the chips fall. We don't have a lot of people on our team that back down from that. They're just going to swing away, go for it, and we'll see where we end up. So more of that for sure. But
Yeah, camp has been going well. You know, we've been practicing. We've had about 18 practices, which has been great. You know, the guys learning the system, both offensively, defensively, and special teams. So we've been working really hard, and you know, trying to build our team together as a family and continue to grow those relationships.
Talk a little bit about some of your top returners and what they mean coming into the season.
Yeah, so the first one to start with is obviously in the backfield with Hunter Hardy. You know, he's had a great camp. Trying to keep him healthy is obviously the most important part. You know, you got Brandon Webb, who will be our starting tight end this next year. Be great target for whoever we decide to be our quarterback. And we have a nice little competition going on there. So we'll hopefully be able to let everybody know who that is once we finish that competition out.
Yeah.
Defensively, you know, we return Pete Myers and Dan Heim and Zach Rudolph up front. On the D-line, we return Nathan Burke and Jordan Cleaver at linebacker, with Nathan being one of our captains. And then in the secondary, you know, obviously we return Dylan Nelson, who was an all-region player for us last year. So we're excited about that. We moved one of our linebackers back to safety. He kind of played a strong safety hybrid position last year. So he moves back to free safety, which kind of gives us a guy who's really versatile at that spot. And then obviously we have Jarvis Mitchell coming back to help us out in the secondary also. Up front, offensive line-wise, we have Eric Weitholder, who's a senior, fantastic left tackle. Eric Beard, our starting right tackle.